buckle up, because it's going to be a long ride. It's going to be a wild ride. Nobody cares, but we're going to tell you anyways. This is Popcorn Chats.
Things are not happening.
They look really good.
Mrs. Gray right now.
I think they look really good. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. They've not been cooperating, so.
But dude, I've been stressing out about JoJo Siwa because I think her and her girlfriend broke up.
I saw a TikTok about that.
Isn't that sad?
Yeah. And then she was not there last night.
Yeah.
Which only fueled the flames.
And her Instagram post when she was like, I've set my record for crying this week.
That, you know who I actually kind of like? Matt James. I know. But he actually has like a personality. He's kind of funny.
Good.
Yeah, I don't know. He's kind of surprising me.
Yeah, I saw the Hit Me Baby One More Time. Iconic.
It was really good.
Yeah.
That Brittany night was just great overall.
It is my turn, right?
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Popcorn Chats. I'm Katie.
And I'm MICHAE.
And this week, we are talking about The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, The Haunting of Sweet 613 episode.
Yep. That's what we're talking about.
It was Michaela's idea this time.
Yep. Because we've kind of been, this month, or just like the past few episodes, I feel like we've been scrambling for something to do because like other episodes have fallen through, so we've had to plug in other things, and we just haven't had time to really like plan a lot. Look at her watching you. You're so pretty. Or plan to like watch a lot of things, and we have a lot of upcoming movie releases in the fall, which are going to be good. Like those are all good planned episodes, but this one was just kind of spur of the moment. So it was like, well, let's do Drunk Disney, because that we kind of like plug in wherever. And we already did Twitches, which is one of our most chaotic Drunk Disney episodes ever.
I blacked.
Yeah, that was bad. I think that is one of the only ones I've ever been like hungover from.
Yeah, I was hungover the next day, like bedridden.
And I remember you said that was like 3 hours to edit.
It was.
It was like ridiculous.
It was horrible because that was when I thought I had COVID and I was like self-isolating.
Yeah.
I drank 2 bottles of champagne by myself.
Yeah, that was bad. I think I had a whole bottle of wine in that episode.
I had an entire bottle of champagne pre-gaming. Like, not even during the episode.
Dude, it was bad.
Yeah, and then the next day I was just down.
And then we already did like ranking our favorite scary movies last year. So we kind of did like other spooky content. So then I saw a TikTok about the ghost of Sweet 613. And I was like, that would be kind of funny to watch that episode again.
Yeah, and it was funny. But also, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's only 23 minutes, so we don't have a ton to talk about. So, I mean, we'll jump into it. But first, let's do a little check-in. Katie.
Can you go first?
Oh,
I feel like I always go first.
Okay.
You're glowing, as always. Stunning, beautiful, gorgeous.
Stop it.
I love your hair.
Thank you.
And I really... You're making me nervous.
Stop it.
And I really like your shirt.
Thank you. I do. This shirt is very comfy and
I love
it's very cute. Yeah. And it was called Waffle Pattern. And I have it in 2 other colors. I have it in blue and like a seafoam green, but the black is my personal favorite. And I'm really loving my hair color. It feels so much healthier. The bangs are a little tricky to get used to again, but I just really liked having a change. It's been such a long time since I changed my hair. I don't really have too much going on at the moment. Like I normally don't. However, I did get asked to do a BookTuber live show next week, which I'm very, very excited for. One of my favorite booktubers that I followed like since the beginning when I first started watching like book YouTube people, she's the one who asked me to do it, and she's the one who's like shouted me out a couple times on her channel, and she has like literally 50 times the amount of subscribers that I do. She has like over 50,000 people, and she does these live shows, and she asked me to join in, so I'm joining in for an hour with 5 other people too, just to like chat. So I'm really excited to do that. I've never done one before though, and that's kind of scary because at least on this we can edit it.
Yeah.
Like that, and my YouTube videos I can edit stuff out.
Yeah.
In this, it's like it's streaming straight onto YouTube. Like,
but it'll kind of be like book club, maybe.
Yeah, I'm really excited to do that, and just like something cool to get to do with like other people like that, because I feel like kind of imposter syndrome where I'm like I don't really feel like I'm one of like those people, but it's like I am. Like, I am one of those people.
You are.
But yeah, I've just been reading like a lot of spooky books, which has been fun. I read one about a demon and a ghost hunter or like someone who like has a YouTube channel who does ghost hunting, and she accidentally summons this demon, and then they fall in love.
Wow.
It was so good. It was really good.
But yeah, dude, I'm really excited for you. And is there like a link that we can put in?
It'll be on Jess's channel, I think. So, I mean, we could like link her channel down below probably, but that's going to be it's on Friday, the 22nd.
Okay.
At 6 p.m. our time.
Central Standard
Central, yeah. 7, whatever the fuck, Eastern.
We struggle with time zones.
I know.
I don't think we should try to do that
so
right now.
6 p.m. Central time.
Okay.
Cool. But yeah, I'm excited for that.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank
I
you.
just am so inspired by how incredible you are. And it's really awesome to see you like getting this type of validation and recognition for what you love to do. I'm just so proud to know you.
I love you.
You're
my favorite.
Oh my God, dude. I can't believe we just said I love you.
I know, we don't
That
really
was a
say
big
that.
step.
I know. But like it's true and it felt right.
Yeah, in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever say that to me again though.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm really gonna miss having you around like 24/7, just at my beck and call.
I'm really like struggling with leaving.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just scared.
Yeah.
But also, I can't live with my parents anymore. I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
I know. Dude, that's why I've decided I was moving out and I got an apartment like a month later because I was like, I need out.
It's just like finding time for things. Again, just like I'm so scatterbrained. I have so much going on. Like I feel like every minute of my life is accounted for.
Yeah.
And I'm just stressed and overwhelmed. And then like when shit, like what happened today happened, it's just like...
Well, what happened today? Fill us in.
So...
Actually, first, hold on. Can I grab a napkin, please?
I mean, I'm not going to give all the details because this is like a kind of private, personal situation. But I did just want to say, like, this will be like long over now. But National Coming Out Day was yesterday. Wait, what is today?
I think it was 2 days ago.
Okay, well, I don't know. National Coming Out Day was some time recently. Feel very blessed to have so many people. Pretty much everybody in my life is completely accepting and loving and understanding and happy for me that I am finally happy with my life now. And I feel like for the first time I can breathe and be myself. And I don't really care if there were people in my life that did not approve, you know, like if a coworker or a friend or anybody expressed their disapproval, I wouldn't care because I have so many people who love me and make me feel like valid and just happy to be who I am. But there is like 2 people in the world that I genuinely like care what they think about me and their approval. And those people are my parents. I don't know. This is just a very personal thing and I don't want to share too much on the podcast because it's like my family, but it's just hard for them. It's not like they're homophobic, but they have always had this idea of how my life was going to look, especially because I was in a relationship for so long with a man and it just seemed like we were going to end up together. And I tried really hard to like fulfill that for them because I knew that that's what they would have liked and wanted, and I just couldn't do it. I failed at that, and it's because I wasn't 100% happy in that. And I think all parties involved are better that that situation ended. For the first time in my life, I feel so happy and so like relieved, and everyone else seems happy for me except for like the people that I would just like to be happy that I'm happy. Yeah. I never thought that this would be a struggle with my parents. So yeah, I don't know, but I guess I just want everyone to know that like if you're still in the closet or whatever, there's a community like waiting for you with open arms, and it seems scary and hard, but like once you're on the other side of it, it's so refreshing. It's like you've been trapped underwater your entire life and you finally get to take a breath of fresh air. No matter what, like there are people who are gonna love you and let you just be you without even thinking about it, you know. We're gonna pause because we're paused.
Why does the video hate us? How long was it paused like that?
I don't know.
Yikes.
Gosh. And I think just with parents, it's hard because they just want what's best for you. And I live with my parents now, and that's just a hard dynamic because I'm an adult and they know I'm an adult, but they also worry about me and they want to know where I am all the time. But that's weird because I'm 24 and I don't need to be telling them where I'm at all the time. It's just, there have been conflicts with that and like with my lifestyle choices recently and just everything. It's kind of taking a toll and putting a strain on my relationships with like the two people that's like the most important relationships to me. And so it's been really hard on my mental health. They're also my roommates, so I'm around them all the time, sort of. I'm not home very often because of these issues. But I don't know. I just wanted to say that if you are struggling in any type of way, you're not alone, and I love you. I LYLAS.
Well, one, I'm so happy to, obviously the past 6 months has been an upheaval of your life, and obviously there have been a lot of very low moments in those changes, but I am just very relieved now that you can live the way that you want to live and fully be who you are. And it makes me sad when you said that it felt like you were underwater for literally 24 years of your whole life. But I'm so grateful now that you can just be who you are. And I mean, obviously your family's approval is important, and that sucks when it's not going as well as you'd hope. But at least I'm glad that I know that you have a lot of other people. Not saying that overrides family, right, but that at least you have supportive people around you too. Yeah. And that's a relief to know that you have a support system.
And it's literally everybody else in my life. I feel so comfortable with my coworkers and my friends and literally just anybody. Even Megan, your Disney friend, when we were hanging out with her, and just how easily it comes out of me now that it's just a part of me when we're talking. I never ever in a million years thought that I would be comfortable enough and living like this. Yeah. And everybody else just sees how happy I am, and it doesn't seem very hard for you because you love me and you just want me to be happy. Yeah. And my parents are, I thought, the people who loved me the most in the world unconditionally. And I know they do love me. It's not like they love me any less, but it's just I don't get why it's so hard for them to just be happy that I'm happy.
Yeah. And how they can't see that change in you of noticing. Yeah. I wouldn't say that it's you're always jumping for joy, but I feel it's just a noticeable difference in your demeanor even. Yeah. Even when you show up and you're I want to fucking kill myself.
It's hard to explain, but I don't know. My check-in is just, today was a bad day because just anxiety and being overworked. Everybody at my job is quitting because of the worker shortage and no one's getting paid well enough. And it's just we're all working 9-hour shifts, and it's just a rough time. Yeah. But yeah, I'm overwhelmed, but again, can't stress enough, I've literally never been happier. And I'm everything's gonna work out, I know. So yeah, just gotta be true to yourself and listen to yourself. I guess. And yeah, Mom and Dad, if you're listening, I love you, and I know you love me too. Period.
End of story.
End of sentence. When we first started this episode of This We Live with Zack and Cody, it was in Cantonese. So that is just...
I don't know how that happened. So I turned on my Disney Plus on my phone and then streamed it to the TV. And as it started, we both just kind of paused for a second.
Because you're hard of hearing.
I am. So it took me a second to
catch
on.
I'm just never paying attention very well.
Yeah, that's fucking true. So then I was what language is this? And then I looked and it was in Cantonese, which I 100% have never watched anything on Disney Plus with with Cantonese. But it's always something with us, with the language or the subtitles that messes us up. Whether it's in Fear Street or now Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, something's always got to throw us off.
Yeah. Carrie's a serve. Is that her name?
Carrie, yeah. Her dress at the end?
Yeah.
Hot.
Yeah. And she's doing a third encore.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I want to be a divorced woman.
Okay.
Living in a hotel, singing.
Yeah. I don't want twin boys,
Me
though.
neither.
But a divorced singing woman?
You know how Sarah Shower's always like, I want to be a stepmom?
Yeah.
I would like to be a stepmom.
I actually think that would not be that bad. But also, actually, no, I don't want to be a stepmom.
I want to be a stepmom. Like, you know how that bitch Susan from Friends? I want to be a stepmom to like some floppy ass ex-husband to just be like, I am fucking your bitch. What are you gonna do about it?
I could totally see you being a Susan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because she's a serve.
She is a serve.
And she's hot.
Yeah. And Ross is just
A
garbage.
garbage, limpy dicky fucking man.
I don't think I would be a good stepmom because I don't even like kids, let alone... Like, I'm worried about liking my own kids if I were to ever have them, let alone if they're someone else's, and I, like, really don't, like, have any skin in the game with them. So I think I would be a Meredith Blake. Would be like, you just came in and ruined my perfect situation of me swooping in on this hot-ass dude with all this money, owns a winery. Like, Meredith Blake was about to have the fucking life.
It all.
So I really don't blame her for her actions.
Mm-hmm.
And I also don't like camping. So I mean, this episode is only 23 minutes. Honestly, there's not a ton. We didn't take notes during it. Do you remember though watching it when you do you remember your viewing experience as a child?
Yeah, I do. I definitely have vivid memories of Esteban's creepy face.
Yes.
When
the smile
like, slow zooms in, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've said to you while we were watching, I was like, that's sleep paralysis demon energy.
Yeah. And like the lady in the picture, that's
Yep. Oh. And I definitely, like, I feel like I could have recited that word for word, that part where he's like, ghosty.
Yeah.
If I may call you that. Speak to us.
That was a pretty good impression.
Thank you. For some reason, I kind of blacked out the rest of the episode, but the seance moment,
yes,
I really remembered very well. And I think it's just because, like, shit, like, do you remember as a kid just, like, weird random shit scaring you?
Yes. Yeah, like the abominable snowman
Yeah.
in, is it Rudolph or is it A Year Without a Santa Claus? Rudolph. The claymation.
Yeah. You
that
know what
scared
it was
the shit out of me.
I hated the grasshoppers in Bug's Life.
Yes! Those were scary.
Bitch, you can just crush a grasshopper.
Yeah.
That's the most irrational fear.
But Hopper was scary.
Ookie. I don't know why I was so scared. Captain Hook, I was afraid of the cartoon. He's a cartoon, honey.
Yeah.
It's okay. You'll be fine. What, you think a cartoon's gonna walk into your bedroom at night?
Mm-hmm. Do you remember Ursula when she gets poked by the ship and it's like her like skeleton? That was creepy.
I couldn't watch Ursula scenes, period. My mom and dad would always have to skip through that for me.
Yeah, and that was probably a lot because you loved Ariel.
I did love Ariel. And then there was also this like Disney sing-along where they sang that like Grim Grinning Ghosts. It was all the villains at the Haunted Mansion.
I don't remember
and they sang that song. And that also used to give me freaking night terrors. And it's like literally just people dressed up
like
as
why?
Jafar.
Yeah.
Like
Jafar was creepy.
He kind of was.
He really creeped me
He's a
out.
pedophile. So it's probably a good thing that we were afraid of him.
Yikes. Yikes. Also the woods in Beauty and the Beast when she falls off the horse and the wolves come, you know, and then like Maurice going down the like creepy path in the woods, like that always really freaked me out.
It didn't take much to scare me as a kid.
No, and it doesn't take much now to scare me.
I get spooked easily if I'm approached and I'm unaware that you're around. I scream at my coworkers all the time. Like when they come around the corner, I'll be like, ah! But movies and stuff, I don't get scared very easily.
Yeah, you don't. I get scared very easily by things. Like I can't watch things and then even like move around my apartment because it freaks me out so much just walking around.
And you live alone, so that's different.
I do. And it Yeah, and that creeps me out. Like, I was watching Dylan Is in Trouble, his Hush reaction, but I couldn't even watch it. And I was watching it during the day, but I was, like, too scared because I was by myself.
That's crazy, too, because we were watching that over Spring Awakening, and we were like, who is that guy? Like, he looks so familiar, and then we realized it's Mike from the Belko Experiment.
That did kind of take some of the fear out of it for me, honestly. Because I'm like, you're such a flop in that movie. Yeah. So it's like, okay, cool, you have a bow gun, but you're also Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or tape roller.
And killer. I just don't believe that you could take over Fitzgerald Grant III.
Totally.
I remember the seance part of this episode. Again, I don't remember anything else about it. Or I didn't remember anything else, and I thought it was way longer.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that we were in that room, like, the whole time of the episode, when it's a fairly short portion of it spent in there. And I do remember the cuts to the gargoyles as soon as I saw that. That, like, clicked back into my brain, and I was like, yep, I remember that too. Mm-hmm. And they're literally just backlit from their backs with green lights, and it's like, woo.
Yeah, so scary. I just remember, like, coming home after trick-or-treating and sitting with my candy, and, like, something like this would be on, or Twitches, or Halloween Town. Like, yeah, it was just nostalgic and fun to rewatch. I can say that with a straight face. I just like hanging out with you. So literally we could watch fucking paint dry and I would have
we would still have fun. What was the Mosby part of him in like the 80s? His
that
flare
was a
pants.
Lot. That was a lot, yeah. I can dig a slice. Yikes.
Esteban taking the scarf off of London's suitcase, and London just is a serve.
I know. And she's really, her and Carrie, I would say, are the two people that really hold up.
Yeah. Well, I still love Mr. Mosby.
Yeah, I think he's all right. I don't know. But I really like London's character, and I think she was very comedically intelligent. Brenda Song as an actress.
Yes.
And I think Carrie, too, the actress who plays her, does a really good job just being the mom who's kind of like, damn, I'm a single mom who works 2 jobs.
Is on her third encore. I did realize that they don't have a stove in their hotel room. Which, I mean, not surprising for a regular hotel, but for a hotel that has, like, a suite like that, hotels have like, kitchenettes.
Have you ever been to a hotel that has multiple bedrooms?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Like, timeshares do.
Well, okay, so the Tipton is, like, the Hilton.
Yeah, so then no.
Right. Like, where would that be? You know?
Mm-hmm.
What are they staying there for free?
I think that's, like, in her contract where she, like, sings and then they stay there for free. But then I'm like, do you get paid otherwise? Because otherwise, how do you pay for, like, groceries?
Yeah. And also, like, so then you're just giving them that really nice suite to live in.
Yeah.
So if the president comes into town, where the fuck is he staying?
Well, remember there's that other really nice suite because do you remember that one episode where they go in there to do something and they break, like, everything and that wrestler, like, gets injured in there? Do you remember that? They go in and they, like, unscrew the table so then when he, like, sits down, it, like, falls apart. Do you remember that episode I'm talking about?
Yeah,
That's another suite. So they obviously have other suites.
And London has her own private...
So they have tons of suites around.
Wow.
And I don't think they're living in, like, the nicest one or else they would have a stove. Or at least a hot plate.
Or at least that mirror that London has that talks to her.
I forgot
I always wanted that mirror.
You know what I always wanted? You know, in her sleepover with Maddie when she pulls down her bed from the wall? I always wanted one of those.
No, Maddie pulls the bed down.
Yes.
And then she's like, poor. Yeah. And London's like...
Oh, wait, that's at Maddie's house.
Yeah.
I always wanted one of those.
Yeah. And then they were like watching the game or whatever, the baseball game, and she's like, hey, throw us some peanuts.
Oh my God. I forgot
and London's
about
like,
that.
Course, I can't be associated. She's such a bad bitch. She's like, yeah, I think I left a $1,000 bill in my purse. It's like, okay, there's no such thing, but also go off. Because if anybody's going to have $1,000 bill, it's London.
You. Yeah.
Her dad probably gave it to her and it's like fake.
Do you think she was based off of Paris Hilton?
100%. London, Paris.
Shut the fuck up.
You didn't know this?
I never put that together. I'm an actual idiot. But to be fair, when we were younger, like, I never would have thought about that. And since then, like, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody doesn't just, like, pop up in my head.
I know, but I feel like I remember at the time people being like, yeah, it's London is like Paris Hilton and
I don't even remember knowing
like the Hilton.
I don't even remember knowing who Paris Hilton was at the time, though, when we were watching this. We were, like, young.
I feel like Paris Hilton was Jesus to me. Like, I always knew of her.
I don't feel like I knew of her until we were, like, teenagers. And now, Kathy Hilton is my Beverly Hills queen. She is hilarious on The Housewives. She thought Hunky Dory was a person. Someone said, like, is everything all hunky-dory? And she was like, who's hunky-dory?
Trixie Mattel tweeted that the other day. She was like, who's hunky-dory?
It's because of Kathy Hilton.
Yeah, that's so funny.
She's hilarious.
That's an iconic fucking quote.
Yeah.
I think Maddie's kind of a flop. I don't know why, but like looking back again, it's like retrospective. Because at the time, I thought Maddie was like cool because she was smart and like London was the dumb one that like I wouldn't want to be. But now, like, why the fuck wouldn't you want to be rich, hot, and like
not really doing
amazing?
Much. Yeah.
And Maddie is just like a downer, kind of.
She is.
She's kind of like a buzzkill.
Her styling's bad. Like London style, how you said like her jumpsuit, a serve. Her boots, iconic. Her little purse, perfect for this outfit.
Yeah.
Maddie had green Ugg boots on.
Yeah, and a weird ass knitted scarf.
Yeah. And her hair was bad. It's just, it was not good styling. So I think that also then, like, when I'm watching it, it's like, I see that and that's an eyesore.
Yeah.
Or when I'm looking at London, I'm like, you are a fashion icon.
Yeah. Crazy shit. Who was your favorite twin? Like, did you like Zack or Cody better?
I always liked Zack.
I remember at the time I liked Cody, but now looking back again, retrospectively, Zack is better.
Yeah. Although watching this episode where Cody had his blankie and he was like, I don't want to be a part of this, that really resonated with me.
Because Michaela does have a blankie.
I do.
But it's for her chiropractic needs.
It's my neck support. Like, literally, I can't not sleep without it.
You could find so many better neck supports.
So fucking needy to sleep. I need my Tempur-Pedic pillow, my blankie, my sound machine, Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I just like literally pass out wherever I am. I've slept in so many just like random places.
I'm really envious of that. That you can just like sleep wherever, because I can't. Like, when I'm thinking about Halloween night, I'm like, where are we staying? Because how are we gonna sleep?
And for me, I'm like, as long as I make it to a place that isn't the street, it's a win in my book.
Yeah.
Because I genuinely wouldn't put it past me to like fall asleep on a piece of furniture that's sitting out in somebody's yard, or like with a little free sign taped to it.
Yeah.
Out in front of somebody's house.
See, and I didn't used to always be like that. I don't know why. I've gotten high maintenance.
With age, you just have your sleeping preferences, which is fine.
Arwen is still sketch. I feel like now as an adult looking at him, I'm like, you really are uncomfy. Because you just have unlimited access to everyone's rooms in this hotel. And I really feel like you shouldn't.
I never liked Arwen as a
No.
character. I always thought he was weird and annoying and unnecessary, frankly.
Mm-hmm. And you know what I said to Katie? I was like, can you imagine working so hard to become an actor and like really just grinding at it, audition after audition, probably being broke at points, having to prove to like your family and friends that like this is going to be it for you. And then you're Arwen on Sweet Life of Zack and
That's
Cody.
like your biggest moment.
Also, did you know that this show was only 3 seasons?
I thought it was only 2, but yeah, it seemed like so much longer.
Wild.
That is wild.
It seemed longer.
Yeah.
But then maybe with Sweet Life on Deck, like then that also added to its time span.
I don't know.
With our arch nemesis, Debbie Ryan.
Jesus.
Yikes.
I told you that she's friends with Rachel. Why do I always call her Rachel? Olivia, Scott Welch, and Debbie Ryan are like best friends.
You did. Was she at Debbie Ryan's wedding?
I don't know.
She just got married, so that's why I was wondering.
Oh. Do you have anything left to say?
Literally, no.
Once again, let it be known that this was Michaela's idea.
Okay, I'm allowed to have a bad idea now and then when you made us suffer through Radio Rebel and She's All That.
All right. No.
At least we didn't suffer watching this. It's just we don't have a ton to talk about.
Yeah, no, I think this episode went well just because we had other things to talk about and we made the best of the content that we had.
Yeah. So next week, we're back to good content because next week is Dune.
Yes.
So we'll be covering that. And then I think the following week is when After We Fell should be out on streaming services. So that's when then we should be able to cover that. So obviously, like how we were not able to cover that the other week because they tried to make that shit exclusive and we were not able to watch it. Where the fuck did I put... Wait, what the fuck? Oh my god. Did I mess this up? Wait, why do I have Dune as 10 to... Oh, because I think they bumped that up. Okay, actually, I need to take a look because also The Last Duel comes out soon and I know we want to cover that too.
Yeah.
We have a lot... And the thing is, that scene is so fucking heartbreaking in the show. And now the scene, it just being like that. Every time I see that, I'm just like, tears. So I need to do some looking at our schedule. But yeah, I think we'll have Dune, After We Fell, The Last Duel, and Spencer all coming out in the next 4 episodes that we upload. So we have great things coming. It's just been a bit of a rough patch here while things have kind of been shuffled around a bit.
Turbulent! Cut my life into pieces.
This is my last resort. If you had a title of a book, it would be called Turbulent.
Turbulent, but totally fashionable.
Okay. Wait, why the fuck does it say October 22nd? I swear to God it's been saying October 15th everywhere. Am I fucking dumb? Am I dumb? Wait, and there's a part 2. Are you shitting me? This is a 2-part shenanigan. I wanna die. Okay, why did it say... Okay, I guess now that is on the 22nd, so then maybe next... What the fuck? I swear to God in all of the trailers that I've been seeing, it's the 15th.
Well, maybe that's the premiere, but maybe it's not available for regulars.
So then I guess The Last Duel is maybe the thing we'll be watching next week because that does come out on the 15th. And I think that's also on HBO Max.
That's fine.
I guess that's coming next week. And then after that, I guess it will be Dune. And then After We Fell. And then Spencer. And then we have a blank week. And then King Richard, House of Gucci. And then 3 weeks. And then Don't Look Up.
And that's gross because that's like Christmas then.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
I'm so fucking tired.
I'm sorry.
Again, I worked 9 hours today.
Do you work tomorrow too?
9 hours.
Yuck.
Yeah. And then guess what the next day?
Wait, okay, so today's Tuesday, Wednesday, and then do you work another 9 hours on Thursday?
Yeah.
And then do you work another... Oh, and then it's your...
And then I'm finally off for a fucking week.
Oh, because then you're going to Iowa.
Yes. Praise. I'm gonna black out. Anyways. I love you, girlies. Michaela loves you, right?
Yes.
We LYLAS so much, and we'll see you next Thursday.
Yes. For The Last Duel. Yeah. With my husband.
Matt Damon.
No, thank you. You're trying to convince me that he is going to win a duel against Adam Driver.
Is he a Republican? Matt Damon.
I don't fucking know. I don't know anything about Matt Damon.
Is Adam Driver a Republican?
I don't know. I don't think anyone's ever like nailed down his political views, but he was in the military, but he doesn't have like I don't think he has like the most positive now like outlook on how veterans are treated. So I don't know. In my mind, he's not. But also I don't know. And he's from Indiana, so I feel like dicey.
Yeah. Wow. Cute.
Anyways.
I don't know why it's so hard. This is always like hanging up the phone, but okay, bye.
Bye.
Have a good night.
LYLAS.
LYLAS. I hate us.
Mm-hmm.
But also love.
But also literally love us so much.